So as far as the taxation structure, or let me take a step back and say the cost composition structure of civil aviation is concerned. The fact is that ATF is close to about 40% of the cost structure of an airline. And the fact that ATF has gone from 53,000 rupees a kiloliter to close to about 141,000 rupees a kiloliter in the last 1.5 to 2 years has put a tremendous amount of pressure on airlines, no doubt about that. Fortunately, though, in the last 2 weeks, ATF has declined by close to about 12.5% down to 1,16,000 rupees a kiloliter, and I see that trend hopefully continuing. But the Civil Aviation Ministry has not been sitting back and laying still. One of the first things I did when I took charge, when I understood the cost structure of our sector, is we looked at how we're going to allay this cost structure. There are two ways that we could do it. The first was to ensure that ATF comes under GST. But that, as we all know, is not a step that you can just take with a government order, because it has to go to GST Council, there has to be a lot of debate, there has to be a lot of discussion. Based on that acceptance, only does something become a part of GST. So what did I do? As opposed to saying, there's not much we can do, I then started approaching the states. And when I came in, Siddharth, we had 12 states that charged VAT on ATF between 1 to 4%. But we had 26 states in India, states and union territories, that charged VAT on ATF between 20 to 30%. Huge amount of VAT on air turbine fuel. And so therefore, I coordinated, spoke, requested, pleaded with every single chief minister of 22 states to start with. Tried to make them understand the Laffer curve argument of if you lower taxes, you're actually going to increase revenue. If you lower ATF, you're going to see greater amount of connectivity happening across India, especially in your state, because most airlines will be incented to connect into your state. And I'm glad to report to you today that this last 9 to 10 months of very, very hard work has yielded 16 states in India lowering their ATF, VAT on ATF from 20 to 30% down to 1 to 4%. That's a huge move. So as opposed to a breakup of 12 and 26, today we have 28 states that are between 1 to 4%, and only 8 states that still charge between 20 to 30%. My pursuit with those 8 states will continue, and through your medium, I'd like to request those 8 states also to come on board as soon as possible, and therefore proliferate travel in their states as well.
We'll leave the names of those 8 states for later, but Mr. Scindia, thank you very much.